My entitled stepsister stole my entire childhood because she was jealous that my mom loved me more. Now she even wants me to change my son's name to honor her dad instead of mine. My mom remarried soon after my dad passed away when I was 8. It was so sudden that I'm sure she was with that man even before my dad passed. I don't dwell on it though, because my parents' marriage was not good at all. In fact, I'm sure that my dad wouldn't have cared even if he was alive. I loved both my parents though, and missed my dad a lot. And my mom moving on so quickly definitely didn't help. Anyway, my mom's new husband had a daughter of his own who was the most jealous person I have ever met. I never acknowledged this new man as my father and made it clear that he was nothing more than my mom's husband. While he was clearly not okay with that, my mom never pressured me into accepting him and loved me regardless. But my stepsister took offense to that. Apparently, she was quick to accept my mom as her own mother and wanted me to do the same. She would take any opportunity she could get to show me that both of her parents loved her more than they did me. If I got a new gift on my birthday like a Nintendo Switch, she wanted it too. If I said I wanted to sit in front, she also wanted the same. But if I said I was okay with sitting in the back, she suddenly wanted to do the same. Her dad obviously took her side every single time, and my mom told me to be mature because I was older. I could go on, but I'll stop there. The main point is that I never regarded her dad as my stepdad, and only saw him as my mom's husband. And my stepsister was always just some girl living in the same house and not my actual sister. That is why I moved away after college. Just so we're clear, neither my mom or her husband paid for my college. They offered for sure, but I refused and did it all on my own. I never wanted to be indebted to anyone, especially not my stepsister's dad. Because I knew that she would never let me live it down and would always bring it up. Anyway, I met my now husband in my second year in college, and have been married for nearly 2 years. I live with him while my stepsister still lives at home with her dad and my mom. I am 8 months pregnant and am soon going to give birth to a wonderful son. Now, as soon as we found out about the pregnancy, I announced that I will be choosing a name for my baby that would honor my dad who is no longer with us. It is actually a splendid name. My dad's family has been praising me for choosing it and supporting me throughout my pregnancy. My husband also loves the name and has no problem with it. The only one who does have a problem is my entitled stepsister. Just as I thought, growing up while being coddled by her dad turned her personality into an obnoxious one. Ever since my announcement, she has been calling me and repeatedly making remarks about how I'm selfish because I'm not honoring my stepdad. Again, I have never thought of that man as my stepdad, but my stepsister for some reason thinks that I am close with him. She had been nagging me about changing my son's name to not only honor my dad, but also hers. Apparently, in her opinion, I should have no problem doing that. I have obviously refused her ridiculous demand numerous times, but she doesn't take no for an answer. She even went as far as to call me selfish because I didn't want to honor someone who had been in my life since I was 8 and has done so much for me. This has been going on for 8 months already, and I'm at my wit's end. My husband has to calm me down and comfort me every time she comes and says those words. But she decided to take it even further. Yesterday, she showed up at my doorstep and blew up at me because I was being unreasonable. She said that her dad is very sad that I don't want to honor him, and has been crying nonstop. Therefore, I need to change my baby's name to ease his nerves, or add a middle name. Because that is the right thing to do. She had the audacity to say that she won't leave until I agree to do what she said. I told her in very clear words, listen, I am just honoring my dad because he's the only father I have. My son's name is decided and I won't change it no matter how much noise you make. If you want your dad to be honored, you can do that when you have a child of your own. Although, to do that you need to get out of your parents' house and actually go out into the real world, so I'm not sure it's happening anytime soon. I closed the door on her face after saying that and refused to pick up any of her calls. I told my mom everything and she is on my side, saying that my son's name is my choice and I should be proud of what I chose. But my stepsister's dad has now started to text me because apparently, I have sent her into depression and she hasn't been eating. I had a very lengthy conversation with my husband where I decided to block them and cut everyone off except my mom and my dad's family. Hopefully that entitled woman won't bother me anymore and actually try to focus on her own life.